Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Farms with JustSammie. As you see behind me, we have our villager breeder. And in this episode, we are going to take a bunch of villagers and head on over this way. I have a marked out area, so I'm far enough away from the breeder, and I'll show you that. So I have all the rails laid down, so I want to just kind of show you the way to the area. I had a bunch of rails made because I made an oopsie before, so these rails came in handy because I had to make sure that we were far enough away. And then you see a village, so we'll have to destroy that village in order for the iron farm. And I destroyed the village, and now I'm just gonna place all their beds down and see if I can get the villagers to come over easier. But of course, villagers are no fun. So I have their beds, and I took all job blocks that I could find. So now I'm going to try and move the villagers into a little closed area. But I think what I might really do is just do it as a time lapse because villagers can take forever. And if I really didn't do a time lapse, we'd be here forever. So enjoy! let's start building the farm. I am also gonna do this as a time lapse, and I use Prowls farm. I will put a link in it. It is not his unbreakable farm, but I'll talk more about that later on in the episode. trying to get the first villager in, and it's deadly, guys. Don't do this at night because it's hard. I kept pushing them back, and there might have been an oopsie with the placement of all villagers, but I got my first one in. I did actually trade with him, I believe. Don't ask me why, but I think I did. And I was trying to make it so I could still access him or his job block, but in the end, I just encased him with glass and then broke out the spot where the stonecutter is. But yeah, I got my first villager in. Yay! So the original plan was that I didn't want to make Prowls unbreakable iron farm because when I make his unbreakable one, I put a trading hall underneath it. So I was making Prowls simple iron farm that is compact and you can get the max rates. But I changed a little bit of it. I felt that why couldn't the villagers be with their beds? See, the one thing you need to know about JustSammie is I don't know much about the actual mechanics behind it other than I know that there's villagers, they got a job, and they make iron golems, and if you have 10 villagers and 20 beds, they'll make a village. Not a village, but an iron golem. And then if you add 10 more villagers, you'll get a chance of having a second golem. And so forth. Well, in this farm, Paul has his villagers just with their workstation. And I didn't like that. So I decided I'm going to do the bed, workstation, and villagers together. But this does cause an issue down the line. So right now I'm just making the platform for where the beds, workstation, and the villager will be. Like I said, I did tweak his layout. So his layout kind of looked like this, where he had one layout for the beds and then one layout for the workstations and the villagers. I'm going to have the link for this farm in the description. Please go check it out. Give him some love if you haven't seen it yet. I really enjoyed the video. It is a couple months old. It was in December of 23. Yeah, so I was trying to utilize this area as much as I could, so I'm counting out the spots. My OCD was getting the best of me, guys. If you hang out with me on Discord, you know that there's little things that I kind of overanalyze, and this farm I was overanalyzing to the extreme. And I will bring you guys all back once we get the villagers or more of the farm set up. And we will talk more about it. All right, I have most of the iron farm area built. I have 2 villagers in there as of right now. But I have all the workstations and all the beds put in place. So I still have like a lot I still need to do, and I thought it would be cool to do these trapdoors, but yeah, I soon find out that it is not a good idea to do the trapdoors. But yeah, this was why I like the trapdoors, is so I could get in and out of the farm so easily. And like once they're grown up, I couldn't, you know, let them out. But I lost some of the footage, so I do not actually have any footage of me bringing the villagers over. So let's skip to it being pretty much done. I have all of the villagers in. I am going to do an AFK session overnight so we can see how it produces. As you can see, I have path blocks and slabs, and this is because the farm shifted, and so I was going to use this as a way to mitigate that, but then I decided, well, if it's shifted, why don't I just put in the waterway of the unbreakable farm? That way they can still spawn, and I can get the iron golems. But I also have cats all around my base, because I don't really like hearing the cats burn, or that they just get trapped up there. So I tamed 5 of them. Well, I tamed 2 and bred them. So, but yeah, as you can see, I have extended out the waterways, and they pretty much go over wherever I have the path blocks. So I think this is my solution. And yes, so I'm going to AFK overnight, and I will show on screen the outcome of the AFK session. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how the farm came. I didn't follow it to a T to like Prawl did. But that's okay. The majority of it kinda is like Prawl, and in a sense, it's the combination of both farms. So on screen, you should be seeing an image of the results for my AFK session. It was so much iron. I had a little over to a double chest of iron. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys coming. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing, how you're liking it. And thank you guys. Without you, I couldn't do this. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.